I'm just not prepared. Not prepared at all.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be reviewing / testing the new Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. This is so much better in real life, let me tell you. Okay, so when I first saw this palette, I was very much like a bit skeptical, I can't lie, because her first launch with Morphe went so well. As soon as that palette came out, I was like, yep, want it, need it, it's gorgeous, let's get it. So yeah, I picked that one up. And then her Vault came out and I was like, oh, these look good as well, let's get them. So I did pick them up as well, and that's when the whole drama started with the whole Vault collection with Jaclyn Hill. My Vault collection palettes weren't too bad, I'm not gonna lie. They were okay. But they were a little bit patchy for some shades, so I was a bit like, you know, they weren't as good a quality as her first palette, so I was a bit like taken back. And then she launched her own brand, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, and she came out with their lipsticks, and that was a total flop. Like, after that, I think a lot of people didn't trust her, on top of the whole like Morphe situation as well. And then she came out with the lipsticks and that was a flop. It was just like, it was awful. When she launched this palette, I was very like, okay, like I like how she's kept it the same price as her original one. It is basically the same size as her first palette, so they are pretty much the same size, as you can kind of see. I think the first one is a little bit thicker. Yeah, this one is a little bit thicker. Yeah, I kind of stuck my shade names on the back. So yeah, but they are pretty much like the same packaging, I would say. I have the original packaging for this one, so it's, you know, this one gets easily dirty, whereas this one is the newer packaging. I think she re-released the first one with the shiny packaging, I believe, I'm not 100% sure. Also, this is £39, but obviously if you use like a discount code, you get 10% off, so it's like £35 something, I believe. I'll leave it on the screen, I can't remember. But yeah, this is what she looks like. Let's open her up. Now these shades in here are like gorgeous. Like, she's got some really nice shades in here. It's a lot more warm toned than the first palette, and it's a lot more colourful, to be honest with you. I really like the colours in here. The shades are gorgeous. If you compare it to the first palette, so as you can see, there is quite a lot of differences. I don't think there's any shades, to be honest, that are like extremely similar. Maybe just some of the neutral matte shades, but yeah, I would say they're quite different. That was so difficult to do. Now, I do have to say that I think there is more similarities with the Vault collection palettes. I will like do swatches, comparison swatches towards the end. Yes, I'm not going to swatch the whole palette personally myself. I'm just going to swatch a few shades that really stand out to me. However, if you did want to see swatches, I'll put like some photos up on the screen above me so you can see. So I'm going to swatch Not My Journey. Oh, okay, that's pigmented. I'm going to swatch Ride or Diamonds. Oh. It's very like, oh, it looks better like that actually. Like up close it's very like lackluster, but then on the camera it looks really good. And so let's watch Not My Journey. It's a little bit patchy, let me build that up. Not too bad. This one is a Ride or Diamonds. This is so difficult to do. That does look pretty, a swatch like that. This one is Dance Party. Oh, that is pigmented, goddamn. And then, did I do Feeling Myself? Yeah. This one is Feeling Myself. Sorry, them swatches are kind of awful, but yeah, just thought I'd swatch a couple. A couple of the shades, are, like the matte shades, are quite crumbly. Like, I didn't even press hard in the pan and they're a little bit crumbly, if you can kind of see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to prime my eyelids and then we're just going to jump straight into the palette. Okay, so I did just zoom you guys in so you can see what is going on my eyelids. I don't know what look to do. I'm feeling more of like the Rady oranges, just because I've been doing a lot of pink and purple looks recently. I don't want to be doing that. I'm really sorry if you can hear the drilling. I'm going to take Living My Best, which is this shade here. It's got a bit of like sparkle in it. I don't know whether that's going to transfer onto the lid or not. I guess we will just see. Ooh. Okay, there's quite a bit of kick up. That shade's really pretty, very, very pigmented. There's a lot of fallout. Yeah, there's a lot of fallout in this palette, in this shade. I'll kind of like show it to you guys. Can you see it's kind of gone everywhere? Like, it looks gorgeous on, and I don't see much sparkle. To be honest with you, I think most of it is like kind of come off with me just packing it on the lid. So yeah, I don't usually like matte shades that have sparkle in it. Like, I just don't see the point of it, to be honest with you. Because the majority of them do just kind of fade away, and it's like, well, what was the point in adding the sparkle if you could have just kept it matte, if it's just gonna disappear on the lid anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna take the shade My Man. This could be the wrong decision, but this shade right here, we'll just kind of have to wing it and just see. The one thing that I don't like about this palette so far is that it doesn't have a mirror. I'm just going to go back in with that first shade again, just to make it more of a seamless kind of blend. I'm going to go in with the yellow shade. This could be a complete flop, who knows, but I do want to go in with that shade because I want to see how it performs with these pinky kind of shades. I'm a bit confused because My Man looked way more like orange in the pan and it's just coming off like a pinky shade, so I don't know, like, who knows. So yeah, I'm gonna take the No Joke shade, which is this bright yellow. It's definitely making the last shade that we used look more orange, which is good. Okay, I'm actually really happy with how this is kind of looking. I'm definitely glad I put in the yellow shade, to be honest. I think it's made it look a bit more sunsetty, which I was kind of after that. That's what I was after. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my crease. And then I'll be back for us to do the lid shade. Okay, so I've just cut my crease off camera. I'm then going to go in with the shade Empowered, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that like on the centre of where my cut crease is, if that makes sense, like here towards the matte shade. Just going with the first shade that we used, just to kind of like fill that gap in. This shade, I don't know whether it's me or whether I have to use my finger or something, but it's just not as pigmented as what I thought it was going to be. Let me try with my finger. Okay, just pick up the sparkles a little bit more, which is good. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna take the shade Flawed, and I think it's Flawed and Odd, I think that's how you say it, which is this shade right here. It's like an orangey shimmer shade. I'm gonna put that like on the inner portion. It's like a really pretty like copper orange shade. Now let me just go back in with that first shimmer that we used, the Empowered shimmer, just to kind of blend them two together. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Talia. I think that's how you say it. I think that's how you pronounce it, which is this goldy shade right here. I'm gonna put that over the shade Flawed and Odd. I just want to see what it works like. Oh, okay. I want to see what it works like over like a shimmer shade. That's super pretty. Like, look at that. I'm just scared because I did see Make Me Up Misses video and she used Talia like all over the lid, not on top of a shimmer shade, and it started to like crack on her, if that can make sense, like where her crease was, like where her creases were on her eyes. So that's something that I'm a bit like, is it gonna happen with me? But I don't know, like it might work better sitting on top of another shadow. Okay, can I just show you? So this eye is the one with the Talia shade on top, and this eye is the one just with Flawed and Odd. Like, can you see the difference? This is just way more sparkly and gorgeous. They're both really pretty. You don't have to add like Talia on top of it. You can keep it just like this and it's still stunning, but this just adds a little bit something extra to it and it's gorgeous. Okay, for my inner corner of my brow bone, I'm going to take the shade I'm in it, which is this shader right here, inner corner. Oh, okay. I don't usually use like duochrome highlighter shades. That's really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead, put my mascara, some lashes, do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll be back to kind of give my overall final thoughts on the palette and if I think it's worth it. And we'll also do some comparison swatches to the Vault collection and see what is kind of similar between this palette and them ones. So yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so this is my finished look. I did my lashes and everything else off camera. As always, I'll link everything down in the description box below for everything else I've used on my face. I really like this look, like really. Was really impressed with the eyeshadows. At first I was kind of like, oh, are they gonna be good, are they not? But honestly and truly, it looks so good. It blended out really nicely as well. So I really like it. So far, that Talia shade that I used on the inner corner hasn't creased at all, which is really good. The only thing that I do have to say is some of the shimmers, I haven't obviously used all the shimmers, I've literally just used Empowerment, Flawed and Odd and Talia. They worked really well, really like them. I would be scared to use Talia by itself, to be honest with you, because I've not heard some great things about it by itself. I've heard that it can crease and that kind of thing. Some of these shimmer shades in this section look very similar, which is kind of very off-putting. It's like, oh, are they the same shades? Because they look very, very similar. Also, some of these neutral shades as well, quite similar in tone, to be honest with you. But the colourful side of it is gorgeous. I've heard some bad reviews on some of the purple shades, but of course I will test them out for myself and see how they work. If you want me to do another video using this palette, just let me know. So now we're going to do a couple of swatches between this and the Vault palettes. So I did pull out a couple of the Vault palettes that I have that I think has like similar shades in it. So the first shade is the Ring the Alarm palette, which looks like this. So at first I thought that this Alert shade here looks like the shade Grateful, so I'll swatch them. These are kind of similar. This one here is from the Ring the Alarm palette, which is the shade Alert, and then this one is the shade Grateful, so they're quite similar, I'm not gonna lie. From the Armed and Gorgeous palette, I thought the shade Coin, which is this gold here, looks similar to Talia, so let's give them a swatch and see. They're actually quite different. So this is more of like a yellowy gold, where this one's more like an orangey true gold, but they are both gorgeous, to be honest with you, really pretty. Yeah, this one's more golden rather than this one. It's more like a yellow gold. The last palette, which is Bling Boss, which looks like this. Yeah, I think that's Sparks, which is this shade. Looks like Next, but I could be wrong. Swatches. Yeah, I feel like they're more similar actually. So Sparks and Next. This one is Sparks, this one is Next. They're very similar. So Bling Bling, which is this shade on the end, looks a little bit like Drama Queen. But they're actually not similar. So this one is Bling Bling and this is Drama Queen. In the pan they look quite similar, but this one has more like different coloured reflex to it. I feel like if you are more into your colours of bright, vibrant shades, you will love this because it is gorgeous. There's a lot of brights in here you can work with, which is really nice. Then you also have some nice neutrals as well, which is great. The only thing that I think is missing, from the palette is a mirror. I don't know, I just feel like this palette needs a mirror. It's just annoying because it's such a big palette, it's like it just needs a mirror there. And also like a deep dark brown shade. That's the only thing I think is missing from this palette for me personally. But overall I really like the palette, I really like it. I don't have a problem with it. The mattes worked beautifully. The shimmers are gorgeous. I like how she does have more matte shades than shimmers, to be honest with you. I really like that. If you are more into neutrals and you don't want to branch out into too many colours, maybe this one is going to be more up your alley because there's tons of more neutrals in here. The majority of the palette I would say is neutrals, apart from this little section down here. But if you cover that up, like, it's majority neutrals. It just depends which one you are thinking of going for, but the quality is amazing in both. It's not like the Vault situation. So yeah, this palette is a really good quality. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something like this and you love colours and you love neutrals and warm tones. This is going to be really up your alley. As always, I'll link everything that I am wearing on the rest of my face down below in the description. Please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also leave me a little comment, let me know if you've picked up this palette and if you enjoy it, and let me know if you prefer the first one. As always, I'll link my Instagram and Twitter up above me and also in the description box. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!